G'day guys, Mac with the Outer Circle, and someone has been watching my Ultramarines Nemesis chapter video. Or not, lots of people have done it, it's not unique to me. But what is interesting is that they created a specialist unit for them. Okay. Well, that means we've got to go look at some rules. So, let's do that. Ultramarines Nemesis Destroyer Squad. So they're elites, which is fine, we'll say. It's fine. 190 points, and it's a 10-man squad. So 150 points will get you a tactical squad. They can take a Rhino as a dedicated transport, but don't have any bigger options. And what's interesting is, at just 17 points each, they can have an additional Nemesis Destroyer. This is not bad. Let's see. Standard Marine stat line with leadership 9 across the board is solid. You're never going to drop below 9. Then bolt gun with Nemesis ammunition, bolt pistol, chainsaw to combat. So everyone's got 2 attacks. They've got frag, crack, and rad base. They got Legiones Astartes, stubborn, and hardened armor. Okay, 17 points a pop. I'm calling BS on that one. Not overpowered, but that is cheap. I mean, think about it this way, guys. A standard tactical squad is, 150 points. By the time you give them all close combat weapon, that's going to be, 20 points on top of that 10-man, 150 point tax. Then hardened armor. Well, hardened armor is not cheap either. That's at least 20 odd points. And then, of course, stubborn on top of that. And then rad grenades on top of that. That is quite a lot of bang for your buck for 190 points. I'd be looking in the low 20 points per model, not 17. That is really good. And being able to take 20 of them and paying only 25 points for the whole unit to get melter bombs? Ooh, that is spicy. They can take a Vexilia, which is interesting. They can take a Nuncio Vox. It's essentially a tactical squad with rad grenades, stubborn, and hardened armor. They have all the weapons to pick from. You can make a 40k tactical squad here. Missile launcher with rad missiles, of course. Heavy bolter with suspensor web. Pity it doesn't have any special ammunition. Volkite charger. That's not worth it on 1 in 5. Flamers, melter guns, plasma guns, graviton guns, lads cutter. I'd probably still stick with the rad missiles. They're so good. But the heavy bolter with suspensor web and these guys all rocking bolt guns could be not a bad little supplemental amount of firepower. If you had 20 of them, that's 4 heavy bolters. Nemesis Destroyer Sergeant may exchange either a chainsaw or combat blade for the standard sergeant weapons, power weapon, power fist, single lightning core, and thunder hammer. Can't take twin lightning cores, just like regular destroyers. Tifsa armor, they can take up to 3 Phosphex bombs on the unit. And the Nemesis ammunition. Range 18, strength 4, AP 5, assault 2 with the Harrower special rule, which is any to wound roll of a 6 is resolved at AP 2. So this is a better version of Bane Strike ammunition. Additionally, any unit from which a model is removed as a casualty during the shooting phase as a result of an attack from this weapon must take a morale check as if they had suffered 25% casualties. Jesus. Okay. So that is strong. The ability to rapid fire with this squad, like let's say you take the full 20 and you take 2 rad missile launches, that's still going to leave you with 16 of these guys firing. That's going to be 32 shots. You're going to get roughly 20, 21 hits. Of that 20, 21 hits, you're going to get, give or take, 10 wounds on regular Astartes models. So power armor, Terminator armor, doesn't really matter. And of that, 1 to 2 of those are going to be AP 2 wounds. And that's not bad. If there's any way of buffing them some way of giving them like preferred enemy or something like that, or divination like librarians, twin linking everything. This could be really, really nasty with that pseudo rending. Very much like the Eldar Guardians, who I famously hated in 6th edition 40k for having that pseudo rending built in. This actually is a really strong contender for a Coils of the Hydra Rite of War unit for the Alpha Legion, because this would be really strong for them. As like, if you're going to get a special unit, getting one that's really worth the points. Because 190, if you go up to a full 20-man squad, that's only another 170 points. 360 points is not expensive for 20 guys with hardened armor, 2 attacks each, stubborn. Oh, and actually, when it comes to twin linking them, it's all right there in the rules already because they're Ultramarines. So you can get someone to basically paint a unit with a marker light for them because their Legiones Astartes rules will give them that. This is a strong unit. Now, their weapons are not crazy overpowered like something like the Blood Angels, Tears Destroyer Squad are, but this is overpowered. Not to any great degree, but, enough so that I have to raise an eyebrow at the points cost. Like I said, somewhere around the 22 points each, not the 17 points each, is probably more close to what they should be, because essentially you're paying for veterans, like veteran tactical squad, but you can get up to 20 of them. It's pretty spicy. Yeah, I don't know that I agree with this. Or maybe you should take something away, like, do they need the stubborn? Do they need to have the rag grenades built in? Do they need to be able to take the melter bombs? Because these guys flat out, you could take 2 squads of these for 720 points, and it's giving you 40 models on the table with the ability to cause AP2 wounds. Spend another 80 points on them, and give them 4 in each squad of rad missile launchers with suspensor webs. Spend another 25 on each squad, and you've got a sort of jack of all trades squad that, if you're a dreadnought and you charge into this squad and 20 melter bombs are thrown at you, you will not be a dreadnought coming out the other side of that. You'll be an astronaut because you'll be blown into space. Yeah, this is a very strong, very nasty. Normally you would see a unit like Breaches carrying lots and lots of melter bombs for that multi-bombing action. But on Breaches, they're expensive choice, and they're giving up things like how they're sweeping advance, and this is in a way the halfway zone between Breaches and Tactical Marines. I like the unit, I like the style of it. I'm just a bit concerned about the cost of the unit. But they look cool. The pictures are interesting of the units. They've taken the destroyer bodies from Forge World, probably just destroyers on foot, not the jump pack ones, and they've changed them from having destroyer pistol arms to bolt gun arms, which they look good, yes, but doing this conversion is going to mean getting a hold of a bunch of Mark IV power armor arms, and then, bolt guns will be easy to get for them. There'll be tons of bolt guns out there from like Betrayal at Kelth sets, things like that. I think for something like myself, so I bought Kenetai Blade Occult for my Thousand Suns from Forge World, which means that I got a whole sprue of Mark IV Tactical Marines, but I didn't use their arms or their torsos because Kenetai Blade Occult have 2 resin combat arms with their Khopesh swords. So that right there means I have the arms and the weapons to do this, but anyone who would want to make this conversion is going to go and have to buy a tactical squad, buy 2 squads of 5 destroyers on foot, and then combine those 2 things together in order to just make a 10-man squad of these. So this is going to be a very expensive unit very fast. So my recommendation is going to be to go to someone else who can provide arms. Don't just go the lazy route and use like some spare 40k Marine arms either with the round elbow pads, and No, Mark IV arms look really nice, and they suit the destroyer armor nicely, because sharp edges suggest aggression. Aggression and destroyers go hand in hand. The one thing that is a bit funny about it, though, is because they've converted these models using the destroyers' base bodies, it does mean that normally destroyers have 2 pistols, which aren't holstered, but every guy has the holsters on them, which means all these guys have 2 empty holsters on their hips, which is kind of funny, except for the guys on the Rad Missile Launcher who have a single holster, which will have a pistol in it. So, yeah, good for him. But yeah, everyone else got 2 pistols and nothing in the holsters, which is kind of funny. I like the unit. I would be tempted to. I mean, I do want to sell my Nemesis chapter, but I would love to add 1 or 2 squads of them to it, because it'd be a lot of fun. Cool theme, cool design, and, you know, playing up to the Ultramarines, just doing tactical squads in all different flavors. It is a very Ultramarines thing to do. Yeah, I like it. I rate it. But points-wise, yeah, taking a bit, I think. Taking a bit of the mickey. Anyway, that's all from me. Nice short one, but hey, free content. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I appreciate it, guys. What is it the YouTubers who are popular do? Like, subscribe, join my Only Salt webpage to see pictures of me doused in salt and nothing more. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.